720, and I'm back with another video live. Now listen here, I didn't even know they were doing. I didn't even know EA was doing anything at E3. I thought they wasn't going to attend, so I knew that they have a big game, a big Star Wars game coming out this year. So I know they had to show it off most likely on Microsoft stage. So, Microsoft most likely is going to have the marketing rights for the next Star Wars game. A little too late in the generation now, but those Star Wars bundles for Sony did extremely well, especially back in the start of the generation. Especially, like I remember it was 2015 when Star Wars Battlefront came out. I know it got slammed from not having a story, more or less a single player story, but it's so well. Graphics for that time were intense. They had was it Dark Vader was the collector's edition PS4. I think that thing still go for a pretty penny. And I remember me telling Mooch and Crap and those guys, and they were saying that Microsoft's going to have this year, as far as the NPD in the bag, because I think Microsoft had Halo, and they had, what they say they marketed as the biggest first party lineup or something in gaming in Xbox history. I know Halo came out that year. Was it Halo 5 with a man? Anyway, they had a bunch of stuff, had a lot of games, had the Tomb Raider stuff. There are a lot of things that that came out that year. And I remember me telling those guys, I said, hey, Sony still was gonna win. They still were gonna win, because they had the Star Wars deal, right? And I said, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have non-gamers that are just Star Wars fanatics that, you got Star Trek, they call them Trekkies, these these such iconic franchises have a huge cult following. I give you an example. My uncle, I mean, he's more like a casual, super duper casual gamer. He gets all the systems, but he get Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, just the fighters. And he doesn't play online; he just plays the campaign. But remember him going out and just going to get going to get the Star Wars bundle just for the Dark Vader PS4 that he never opened up, just left in the boxes that just opened in his collection in the living room. And I said there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna do it for that. Same thing as when I told Dirk Grickety, that that Spider-Man was gonna outsell God of War. And it's crazy how people mix your words up. I'm not saying that Spider-Man was better than Star Wars, but Spider-Man is such a huge, iconic character. And you're going to have Marvel fans, Spider-Man fans, that are just going to go out and buy the game, the bundle, the console, and all that stuff, just because it's Spider-Man. And when it comes to merch, if I'm not mistaken, I know I'm not mistaken, Spider-Man sells more merch for Disney now, not just Marvel, than any other characters. It's huge. I don't know what the exact numbers are now to Spider-Man, but it been surpassed and God of War did like 10 million. So, again, hear me out. So, like I said, in EA, I thought they wasn't doing, back to my news statement, I didn't think they were doing a EA conference, so they had one today. Neff just texted me, like, yo, bro, did you see the Star Wars trailer? And I was like, nah, you know what I mean? And like I said, if I know, I'd have been up early streaming it. But like I said, as you guys come in, I'm going to play it for you live here if you haven't seen it. Just give me a second, let the room fill up. You know how we do. Let the room fill up, and we're going to have a little fun here today. Let me see something. Hashtag, what's this? E3 2019. Star Wars, Jedi. Hold on one second. Put my tags in Jedi. Fallen. So I'm hearing great things because I'm reading IDMs, and I know no one's happy about it. Neff said it looks like Monster of Uncharted. Like I said, I haven't seen it, so literally it's going to be a live reaction with you guys. Star Wars. Let me go here. Can you believe it? E3's tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, shit go. I know it's crazy, right? You know they're we nerds. You got people that actually take off. They actually take off work. You know what I mean, for E3. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this gives us a glimpse into the future. Like I said, believe it or not, we already, more or less one and done with this generation here. The eighth generation. I'm gonna do a video. I might do a show. I might just condense into a video, just going over all the highlights, the highs and lows of this generation. You know, whether resolution games, you know what I mean. Like eighth generation, you get something new. You know what I mean. You know, but I mean, like I said, as you guys come in, hit the like button, shout out, tweet it out. We're gonna have a little fun in here today. I don't know who's gonna join. You know, but it is what it is. Well, let me see something right quick. Right click, copy. Facebook. Hold on one second. Hold on. I'm gonna shout each and every last one of you guys out. Hold on. Join us live as we give our Star Wars Jedi Fallen Soldier. All right. Gameplay reaction, man. Hey, yo, I'm gonna say this something too, right? I was talking. I'm not gonna put this person on blast, but I was talking to another YouTuber, right? I'm not antisocial, as some of you guys may think, but sometimes I can be a little antisocial. But anyway, I was talking to a fellow YouTuber, and he was like, "Man, yo, Nick Jen, hey, bro, your audience or your followers, or I don't even mean my followers, he said they be cutting up in the chat." I see. I do got a very, very unique audience, man. You know what I mean? Whether I was able to do something unique, and I think this is just being true to who you are, whatever the case. Like, yeah, I have a very, very mixed crowd. PlayStation, Xbox, with PC guys who doesn't even get console. You know what I mean? I'm never, I say never want to. You know, it's just entertainment today in a character. But, some motherfuckers want their crowd to be so, like they in church some damn way. I'll let that jokers go in there and cut up, and show out. As long as somebody ain't saying nothing racist and the weird shit in there, or somebody's children in there talking about me, I'll write up and like the comment. Like, that shit don't bother me, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I just be more happy that someone took the time of the day to come rock out with your boy, man. You know, that's more important to me than anything, man. Well, let me see if I can get some people in here right now. Hold up. Like I said, I haven't seen the demo, but from what I'm hearing some great things about it. You know, I know people are still bugging over that Bleeding Edge release or trailer leak release, man. Somebody said that crap wasn't happy about it. Like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know what I mean? I did watch Rand's video. Rand like he was about to drop a tear. I got to talk to Rand about that. He sounded like my man. What's a guy named Duck Cupcake? Boomtastic! Like Rand was on one last night. He was upset he got leaked or whatever the case may be. Leaks happen, but this is Microsoft. They they do need to put a tight lid on it. Like Microsoft shit usually get leaked there, yeah. But like I said before, I wasn't really impressed with the game. I wasn't. Who's that joining me? Hello, who's that?
Yo, Z, what's going on, bro?
Oh, Sean, what's going on, Sean?
I'm just in my car. Just thought I'd jump in and give you some company.
Oh, okay, for sure. I'm gonna do a live reaction to the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Soldier. EA had a gameplay demo today, and I haven't seen it. You know what I mean? So I didn't wake up to about 12, 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? Went up, got me some breakfast.
Yeah, I was checking it out. You was on
no, I'm gonna do it live. I'm gonna do it live and play it and watch it with the rest of everybody in the chat. I'm just tweeting the stream out. Jay, Joe, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do it. How you say? We're doing it live. I'm gonna do it live.
I've seen about half of it. By the time I got to the stream, then it was about halfway through.
It was over? Oh, you said by the time you got to it was over?
No, about halfway. Halfway it was.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I didn't see it at all.
It looked pretty pleasant, to be honest. It looked alright.
What's interesting is to me is the studio that's making it. NetherRealm Studios making it. The guys behind the Titanfall and more or less. And what's the other game that no one would love to play? Not Anthem. Apex, yeah. You know what I mean? Listen, it's crazy, right? And some other guys were in here, right? I remember, I'm listening, I know I'm not going to get too long-winded. I'm just going to give a chance to room to fill out because I am tweeting this out. Check this out, right? I remember me starting off with, saying, we started, how you say, started to divide in the BGST. Not even just BGST, just the Xbox community. You know what I mean? On me demanding more. Like, this is a $1 trillion goddamn company, right? And when I was asking a question, what do you want to see 343 Studios make outside of Halo? The Coalition outside of Gears, or was it Black Test, whatever the hell they call 343 outside of Forza, you know what I mean? And the backlash that I got was, no, they need to stay right there, just like, anyway, I was just thinking, like, how the hell could you argue about getting more games, solid games, right? So anyway, right, check this shit out. So check this shit out. So, and I remember, I always tell people this, right? And they said, listen, Sean, I set them up for the okie doke all the goddamn time. And it's funny that I say that, not funny, but I say this shit clear. I always tell motherfuckers, like, watch out, you about to step into some shit, right? My opinion is my opinion, right? I have no reason to lie with video games. It's not that serious. Now, with that being said, so when I said that back then, I said, somebody from Microsoft over on that side of the pond, I didn't even say Microsoft, on that side of the pond, said they didn't make they didn't go to school to put themselves $100,000 in debt just to make, car games going around the fucking track, right? So when you think when you think of Turn 10, you think of Forza. When you think of Playground Games, only thing I know them for is Horizon Zero Dawn, right? More or less, car games. So I said that number. I said that number, right? 100,000, and I said, cars going around the track for a reason. Now, fast forward to what I'm talking about right now. And again, Respawn Entertainment. Now, the Star Wars game, it's not a multiplayer game. It's a single-player, story-driven, action-adventure type game. Something totally what they're known for. You know what I mean? Like I said, from what I'm hearing, it looks well. Look like they did a good job. But this is what I'm talking about. These motherfuckers are RTs. Just because you're known for this type of game, that doesn't mean that's all they can create. I even try to get jokers an example. One of the best. I'm a little older than you, Sean. One of the best car games during the NES days, right? Whatever generation that was, the fourth, fifth, whatever generation that was RC Pro-Am. And believe it or not, RC Pro-Am was made by Rare. When you think of Rare, you think of GoldenEye, you think of Killer Instinct, anything but a car game, and they made RC Pro-Am. I try to tell them, like, they're artists. They can create all types of genres if they're given a chance. You know what I mean? But, again. Yeah, so like I said, show out there, Greg. Like I said, as you guys are coming in now, if you did see the trailer, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna play it in like literally 2 seconds here. Gonna get my honest opinion, But what you saw of it, Sean? Did it look good?
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Like, first of all, let me just put this out there. I'm not a Star Wars fan, so let's just take that as a minus. But what I've seen, it looked pretty good, like, with the light, the saber light, like, it was killing people in one shot. Literally, one shot, it was killing people. And the climbing mechanic reminded me of Uncharted. How he moved around, climbing wall to wall, jumping around. And the powers the Jedi had, like, slow motion, controlling the people. It looked pretty good, to be honest to me. It looked pretty good. Something I might play. I'll give it a try. Definitely. But for Star Wars fans, I'm not sure if they wanted more. That's the only thing I'm not sure about.
Well, I've
seen half of the gameplay. Once EA started the conference,
okay,
I only watched the last half of it. Okay. And it looked pretty.
Check this shit out right here. Right? Hold on 1 second. Continue. Check this shit out right here. Right? Now, I remember that they showed off, and it's great. I didn't get props for this either then, but they showed off Star Wars 1313. They showed it off in 2012. Right away when I saw that, I said, "Oh, that's the next generation console." But even Star Wars 1313 was going to be a more mature type Star Wars game that got canceled. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit. When you think of Star Wars, Oscar Gonzalez, shout out to you, good brother. Shout out, appreciate it. My brother McNeil J. Chris. When he just dropped something in the chat. Hold on, give me 1 second. He said using that Sony. Simply not watch these bots hype this. Say using that Sony template, watch these bots hype it. You know what I mean? We're gonna see what it is. I'm sorry. So them showing off Star Wars 1313, I was, like, oh shit. Like, I don't really remember. Like I said, I'm not a big Star Wars guy either. but a more mature, gritty type Star Wars, killing it. You know what I mean? And that Star Wars 1313 looked to be that. So again, then LucasArts Studios, they got bought out by Disney. And then then Disney gave the gaming rights, whatever it cost to EA. So LucasArts Games, so there was no more, right? And you got the Star Wars Battlefront. And then, like I said, EA was making a story driven, again, third person action Star Wars game that was being made by Risk Rule with Amy Hemingway, and that game never seen the light of day. And so it was a shocking when this came up when they were working on this one here, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Soldier, because that came out of nowhere. I don't know how long they were working on this game, but like I said, it came out of nowhere. Shout out to my brother Banghouse. That trailer looks like God of War meets Uncharted meets Star Wars 1313. My man, I don't want to see any more Xbox, Disney, PlayStation Studios after this. Now listen, Banghouse, still shout out to you, good brother. I just said that. From what I'm hearing, a little bit of this thing, it puts you in the mind of Star Wars 1313. Now, if you, I don't know, I'll play Star Wars 1313 after, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But that looked like fucking amazing, like, and I don't know much about the Star Wars cinematic universe as far as the storyline and the books. I'm not that guy. I'm extremely new when it comes to stuff like that. But just looking at that game, I was like, oh shit. Now, this is before the PS4 and the Xbox One were even announced. They showed this during the E3 of 2012. Just when they showed that in Watch Dogs, I had a really small dog shit channel back then. Maybe like 13 subscribers, right? But I said that's next generation hardware. You know what I mean? They're just looking at us. That can't be only 360 to PS3. And I had literally about two motherfuckers in the comment section cursing me out, like, you don't know the power of the cell. I need to find them old videos. But anyway, make a long story short, they showed it, and I was like, oh my god. And then, like I said, the next generation console came out the following year. Studio was closed down, so we never got Star Wars 1313. And I'm hearing great things about this. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn. We're about to play the demo. Like I said, I'm just now seeing it with you guys. I'm going to turn it up right here. So, I know you probably can't hear it, Sean, but I'm going to play it now.
I'm just gonna apologize. I'm in the car anyway, for the listeners. But before you get into it, the other thing I've seen with the game, the AI doesn't look as good.
Oh, it doesn't?
It doesn't look.
It's a demo, alpha. I know. Actually, the game comes out in November, so some things can be fine-lined and tweaked. You know what I mean? Live action. What's this? We're in June, so they got July.
5 months.
July, August, September, October, usually before the game got gold. So they got about 4 months to tighten some things up, before the game, quote unquote, ships to go gold. But when you said the AI didn't look too smart or whatever.
Nothing impressive.
But also too, they dumb the games down for the celebrity stuff to play them on stage. You know how that shit go. Not making any excuses because I have yet to see the game, but I won't say a lot can change, but some things can change within 3 months. I'm about to play it now, ladies and gentlemen. Live reaction to get me a bottle of water. Star Wars 1313. I don't know when Battlefield dropping new maps. I can play this in 4K. Hold up, man.
Jedi, over here.
Have you started the edit? Have you started the video?
Yeah, we playing it now.
Okay, I'll stay quiet.
I'll put it in 1440.
Imperial Sap Refinery lies dead ahead.
What does the Empire want with tree sap?
Nothing good. They refine the sap into a powerful compound, and they're rushing to expand production.
Alright. That's Forrest Whitaker right there. That model doesn't look that great.
Stop them. That's the plan.
But it looks, I guess, okay.
Spread themselves too thin. This map we recovered proves it.
Usually cutscenes look, a lot better than the actual game. That player model, that face model, it doesn't look that great.
Use those cutters to create a distraction while you take your lightsaber and free the Wookiees inside.
Also, too, I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna shut the hell up and watch with the rest of you. I don't know how long they've been working on this game. You know what I mean? I don't know how long they're working on this game because they didn't give us Respawn Entertainment didn't give us Titanfall 3, they kind of stealth launched what's the goddamn name game? Not Anthem.
Apex.
Yeah, they came also PC. They came on the stealth launch Apex out of nowhere. So I don't know whether they. I know you Xbox like to say the A team, the B team, the C team. So I don't know what team they had working on. We call it Star Wars Jedi Fallen Soldier. You know what I mean? But just looking at this CGI cutscene right here, it doesn't look that sharp. Just my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger, all right?
We need their help to stop.
I think it's all in game, but I'm gonna be quiet.
Understood.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah.
Watch yourself in there.
You hear that? He said he needs my help. Come on, buddy.
Pizza, do you know much about the Star Wars cinematic universe, the story?
I watched them shits when I was young, but as an adult,
Okay,
nah.
so now, I am happy the fact that it is a third person. I'm a little burnt out when it comes to first person, but third person. Now, I don't know what engine they're using. I don't know if EA announced that at their little show today. Normally, in-house, EA wants all their studios to use the Frostbite engine. That's why BioWare had, some issues, a lot of issues, like I said, with Anthem. Only game they don't force to use the Frostbite engine and is Respawn is deciding to use their own engine, But like I said, I don't know about Frost's what they use with Frostbite. I don't know. Here.
I believe it was a real engine, so I'm not 100% sure.
For this here?
Yeah. Because they used the Unreal for Apex, so I'm assuming they would have done the same thing for this game.
Oh, got some killing.
Gonna need to get through here.
That's
It ain't
what I'm
no blood.
talking.
It ain't no blood or nothing, but certain stuff that thing's doing. Oh.
Attention all units. We've lost contact with our troops stationed at cargo pad 119 Gallon. Keep to your posts and stay alert. A Jedi. This is what I've trained for. Got you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, shit, look, you know what I mean? It's not really bloody, I wish it was, but it do kind of look like you can maybe.
You gotta realize Disney still, Disney owns LucasArts. You know what I mean? We are talking about Disney. That's why I said I was so ecstatic for the Star Wars 13. It never saw the light of day. It was a more gritty, more mature, like Star Wars.
Yeah, that 1313 did look fire.
Hold up, I'm gonna pause right here. I'm gonna ask the chat, ladies and gentlemen, in your honest opinion, what we're seeing right now, comparing it visually, graphic, aesthetically, does this hold up to Star Wars Battlefront 2? Because Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a pretty game. Pretty game.
So when it comes to Star Wars Battlefront 2, because the Frostbite was made for first person, that engine is unbelievable for first person
Well,
games.
you do got the campaign, which is in third person. with Star Wars Battlefront, it switches between first and third person.
Right.
Yeah, you go first or third. Yeah.
Are they using the same engine?
Huh? What you say?
So both games using the same engine. So why would it look like?
I don't know. I don't know if they are using.
It can't be the same engine though, because then
I don't know if they're using Frostbite. Like I said, the reason why I say that because out of all the EA Studios, Respawn don't use Frostbite. They use their own engine when it comes to Titanfall or whatever it is. And I don't know what they're using with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's not bad, but
oh no, it ain't bad. But just compared it to, it doesn't look as good as Star Wars Battlefront 2.
It looks possibly better. And this game it's coming out this year, so like I'm really taking back graphics.
Okay. You gotta give it. Look, the game's coming out in about 4 to 5 months. You know, once it comes out in fully polished and packed, then it might be a different story, but I do believe it's a different engine.
I know. You probably showed it on the computer or something, so you figure it probably should look better than what it's looking graphically anyway.
To me, the graphics look dope, but it's not like Battlefront. They look dope though. To me.
I'm saying it look bad. And I'm not gonna say that, but it's like I don't know what resolution like this demo was in, because
resolution don't give you better graphics, bro. The resolutions give you a sharper image, gives you better graphics, or the textures, the shaders, the polygon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what happened with the textures and stuff, whatever?
It's not as detailed to me, in my opinion, than Battlefront. That's not saying it's a bad game. I'm just talking about the way it looks.
I'll compare to some other games that probably is like more detailed, like the Wolfenstein.
I agree.
Yeah, Wolfenstein's a pretty game though. Yeah, looking at I'll give you an example, right? And that's I will give EA their props when it comes to Frostbite, because you look at Anthem as somebody that scenes outdoors. Anthem gorgeous as hell.
Yeah.
Somebody said they're using Unreal Engine 4 in the chat.
I believe it is Unreal Engine 4, same as what they use for Apex Legends.
Oh well, down know.
Apex plays like Titanfall, like they use that type of engine. They use Dungeon, don't use fight on Apex.
So what's your take on it so far, Steve?
What I'm saying is okay. I mean, it's not bad, you know.
But like I said, they can always polish it up, though. When it comes out, hopefully.
That was my reaction to it. I was glad it was third person. I'm glad the melee looks kind of like it's a little fun, a little bit. Graphics look decent enough. To me, it was good.
Yeah, maybe because it's a third person, I guess. It's like that. As opposed to first person, where you just seeing everything so up front and close.
Yeah. But Battlefront is a prettier game. Battlefront.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like more shinier too, basically.
Right? Yeah, like the lighting and shit. Yeah.
This, it'd probably be a good game. Only does it have co-op? I'm not sure.
Single player.
Just single player?
Yeah, campaign only. I prefer third-person joints though, so I'm a little biased with that.
Oh yeah, but I've seen other third-person games that looked exceptionally well.
Facts. Shit.
Like saying the Uncharted 4, you look at that.
It's free alpha, so I reserve judgment.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. I understand things can get a little sharper, but this game comes out in November. It's not a year away. But you're gonna have this thing in our homes in 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
So ain't too much is gonna change now between now and November. The game comes out in November, but it's gonna be shipped go at the end of September, maybe the beginning part of October. So what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Do you reckon this delayed?
What you say?
Do you reckon this game will get delayed?
No. Well, it's not buggy or anything. They got a movie coming. They got a big movie coming out. Taking in.
I wonder, do they have any upgrade options as far as like your weapons and stuff. And can you do
Except
that?
for you probably sold your skill, like all Star Wars games. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Like it was just one part. Let me pause it right here. Let me show you something. Hold up. There was this one part on the Star Wars 1313 demo. I know I keep going back to that. When he was in the corridor and he had the lightsaber, like that shit was crazy. Now, I don't know what engine they were using, but damn. I wish, like I said, I know games get canceled all the time, but that was one game. Like I said, I'm not even a big Star Wars guy, that I wish would have sort of light of day. Like seriously.
Yeah, 1313 was fire. That shit like it was gonna be bananas. This shit though, I ain't gonna say I'm super excited, but I'm definitely gonna pick it up, especially like on the sale or some shit.
Jedi will be here any
Yeah, that's like the plus bonus for me is third person. So that's a bonus already for me, especially that with Z as well. Z is the same as me. So we just gotta play once the game releases, give a full judgment.
Right. Yeah.
But hopefully, for gamers out there, who like Star Wars, who are big Star Wars fans, hopefully it delivers for them guys.
Jedi will perish.
I think for them it's good enough. You know what I mean? Third person, the combat. You know what I mean?
I'm not really a Star Wars fan, but I mean this game's something they could probably sell to the casuals and pick it up who's not into Star Wars, like a single player campaign, probably.
I think so.
So does
Especially a
this
lot
game
of people mad saying single player is dead.
Yeah, he tripping on that.
any multiplayer?
Little help.
And Z,
I might pre-order this game though. I mean,
Hey, Brian, yo, hey, Brian, what was when your grandmother sweet on me? Brian Gaming, what was when your grandmother breath from like hot ass to another game Z won't finish? When y'all gonna get it? Listen, you know what I mean? You with my audience know, joke no, I play what the fuck I like. If I like it, I get through it and play it. Shit.
yeah, man, it's crazy. What about if you beat the games or not?
Yeah.
You play the games to enjoy them, whatever. You know what you talking about?
I done beat a few goddamn games on this channel, playing them shit live on here. Anthem was one of them.
Chewbacca, right?
I gotta get back into Anthem. I don't think I can master anything. Anthem.
I'm telling you, you get back on that. You should get on that dog review. That's a good game.
And Castle, what's up, baby? Dragon Ball.
Buy all these games and literally beat them all. Like that's just, what are you doing with your life? That's just crazy.
Oh no, man, I get what I get.
Games play best on
I got like
Xbox
300
One.
games on my Xbox. I probably beat like 30.
No, he said the combat is better than Death Stranding. There's a little bit more action going on in Death Stranding. Don't start this shit, man. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, right.
We just seen the demo.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm probably definitely gonna check that out though.
No, come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, close the window. All right, let me go in here.
You see what that's saying, Z?
Hold on, let me put up an image back there. I need an image, son. Put an
have you
image.
said I'm in the gameplay?
Oh no, I closed that one. Can't use that one yet. I use this one right here. I use that one.
Z, have you seen the gameplay?
Yeah, we just watched it.
Oh yeah, see that's signal, man.
All right. Yo, Z, what's going on, Ancaster? None of your business. Yo, this game look fire. Fact, Z underwhelmed. I'm happy. All right, check it out. All right, now we can talk about it, right? Well, I tell you, yo, what's going on, Crunk Girl? Happy belated birthday too. I see you posted something on Facebook. All right, let's talk about it. Now, they just showed a 13-minute demo or live action gameplay demo. First time I'm seeing it. Okay. I like some of the Jedi moves. I like when he busted the door open. I like the fact, when he stabbed him with the lightsaber. I wish it could have been a little bit more, how do you say, brutal, my opinion. But we were talking about over the last Star Wars game. Like, I know Star Wars Battlefront got slammed because of AEA, beat because of the the microtransactions, the loot crates, and all that shit, paying to win stuff, right? But outside of that, I always like the Star Wars Battle. I like the fact again that it's a third-person action shooter, and it handles and it plays well, right? And it looks amazing graphically, right? Now comparing, again, we're just talking about comparing visually. I haven't played the game, never since played the game, but it can't hold a candle to me, in my opinion, to Star Wars Battlefront visually. Not saying it looks bad, but if you guys ever got Star Wars Battlefront 2, especially on the X, probably even on the Pro, same thing, especially because it's on PC, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Outside of it being a shooter, because you do have a campaign mode when you're sneaking around and doing a couple. When you're that girl, I believe, the goddamn game looks gorgeous. Now, like I said, I don't know what engine they're using for this here, but I don't think it's Frostbite 3. Well, I don't know how long they've been working on this game. Okay, I mean, that doesn't mean it's not going to be a game, but just to me visually, it doesn't look better than Star Wars Battlefront 3, in my opinion. Or like you guys seen it, or what's trick? I mean, am I bugging? Yep.
Nah, I mean, I don't know what engine it's using, but it's not as good as the last engine, though, that Star Wars game, so.
Again, EA has their own in-house engine, Frostbite 3, and they make all of their internal studios use it, whether it's Madden, Live, whatever, they make them use the Frostbite 3.0. Only studio that they didn't make use it was Respawn, because they stayed with their own quick. They made their own engine. They came to them with their own engine, the engine they use for Titanfall and Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2, and even what's the freak Apex. They have their own engine. They don't use the Frostbite 3.0. I don't, like I said, somebody put in the chat. We can hold on. I'll probably Google it and see what engine they are using. But I don't think that's Frostbite 3.0. I don't think somebody put their Unreal Engine 4. But Frostbites are very, very. I heard it's hard to work with, but I heard it's a very difficult engine. But it looks pretty. It looks nice. Hold on, wait.
What's your take on the AI? What I was talking about earlier.
It looked easy. He said, look, Von Lamont said, the Force at least looks better than his. Hold up. Phase 114, he said, we need more third-person view games. Action. I agree with that. A Phase 114. I think we follow each other on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, if that's you. Yeah, I agree. We need more third-person action that are done well, story-driven. We do. Like I said before, I'm from the mindset that not everything needs a multiplayer tacked onto it. Shout out to my brother McNeil J. Chris. Hey Parker, you high, bro? He said, "Now Parker saying you high. I'm just a little slow." They said I'm a little slow, a little challenge. Xavier Bay, the visuals are underwhelming, but the combat. What are your thoughts about the combat? I mean, I didn't see much, but okay. Look, check it out, right? Check this shit out, right? Let me do this. Let me see. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. Watch this. Now we're gonna see Star Wars. We're gonna watch. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. Watch this.
It looked dope to me though. Like I think it looked good. I ain't gonna front.
I mean, it looked okay. Hold on. Let me see. I'll tell you.
Like everything, gameplay, the graphics.
It doesn't look spectacular, I'll say. It doesn't blow you off your chair. Like you just like, okay, it looks decent. Gameplay looks decent. Graphics looks quite good. It didn't look. It wasn't like mind blowing, but tomorrow they're gonna be showing more gameplay at Microsoft E3. So maybe there might be better gameplay there for tomorrow.
Right, that's one thing I'm wondering too. I saw the Xbox symbol before the trailer. The Xbox got the marketing rights to this game.
Yes, they have.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see something. Hold up. I got the chat going on. Hold up, let me use that right here. Trying to find. I done lost you guys. Let me find you. Hold up. That's not you. Let me find you. There we go. I got you guys. A Parker, you high. Gameplay over graphics. The combat looked excellent. The visuals are overwhelming into the gameplay over graphics. It looked okay. You know what I mean? It looked here's the thing. I can't say I want both. You know what I mean? check it out, Cake Batter, because I get that from, shout out to you, good brother. I get that from a lot of Nintendo guys. Well, I say gameplay, graphics, to me, I want both. It's 2019. I want gameplay and graphics, right? Like, I'll give you an example, right? Anthem got slammed for whatever reason, right? Lack of story, maybe, like, content, like, was shallow. But gameplay wise and visuals, god damn, like, you really was, people said the game had a lot of, lows. The only, fun part about Anthem was when you were in your suit and flying around, but they said it was kind of repetitive and whatever, you know what I mean? And I really didn't know what the hell was going on as far as the story. We really don't get the story till the end, so if you're going to knock it from that, I played Anthem just to get that motherfucker to blow some shit up and do my combos and my specials. Like I said, they nailed it. BioWare nailed it with Anthem, with the gameplay and with the visuals. Again, Anthem was a pretty goddamn game, and if you really feel like I would like to get an Iron Man game like that. You know what I mean? They so much need to contract BioWare to make an Iron Man game, and you get in that guy, because they nailed that shit right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, but like I said, it didn't have much of a story. But like I said, I want both. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, maybe check this out, Cake Batter. It's what year we are? 2019, right? And towards the tail end of 2019, right? With tail end of the generation, games start to look better. I'm just saying, just by looking, I wasn't wowed. Like, oh shit, like visually, you know what I mean? Not saying the game is not going to be fun. I'm not saying they may not have an ill story. I don't want to confuse the two. You know what I mean? I just want, just aesthetically, I wasn't just blown away by the visuals. That's all. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
So Z, what you sent today, and hopefully what you're going to see tomorrow, more of the gameplay, is there a day one buy for you?
I'm going to get it. Why I'm going to get it? Because I have a dog shit channel, you know what I mean? And even more dog shit Twitch channel. And I'm going to play it, pop my shit about it. Fraud, right? They say, nigga, you's a fraud. You talked all this shit about the game and you get it played. I got to revive content for this dog shit channel. I don't want you to say my channel smell like piss and shit. Alright, so I got to go out there and have content for the channel, right? But, but here's the problem what I have with games like this, right? This game is going to come out during the holiday season, right? Hear me out. This game is going to come out, and it's just the holiday season between the end of September, middle of September, October, November to December. So you get all the big multiplats. This game is going to get lost in the shuffle. You know what I mean? So, that's...
It's going to be exactly what happened to Battlefront 2 then.
Battlefront came up between... Shit, what they came up between? What the hell did Battlefront come up between? Or came up between Duty and something else?
I don't remember, but like I said, it didn't last. It sold decent. Well, I think it got to about 7 to 10 million, but it just got put down.
Alright, hold on. My man Von Lamont said, pull up some Force Unleashed gameplay. It runs smoother than this. God of War had the gameplay and graphics. Sony is the master when it comes to third-person, action games. I mean, the Force Unleashed, I know what it is. Here's the thing, right? And you're right, as far as God of War. This stuff, I'm gonna be honest. I played, I beat up the other God of Wars. God of War 1, God of War 2, God of War 3. I didn't really pay attention to God of War story, honestly. Cause I really don't know what the hell was going on in Ascension. Like, I know in God of War 3, I was killing all the guys, fine. But in this God of War right here, I paid attention to the story. You know what I mean? Just when it came on, and I'm a big history guy. Just from the offset, you know what I mean, of them, what I'm saying, when he was like, the gods of the old, I thought you guys would be much bigger, much stronger, much wiser, you know what I mean? Because you heard about, gods, gods of the old. Kratos was a much older god than my man, whatever his name, Baltimore, that was at the door, right? He was a much older god, he was coming from the Greek mythology, and this took place in the North mythology, so, I'm talking about a couple thousand years or whatever, 100 years, however long it took between then and there. So you heard about the legends of Zeus and this, that, and the other, and he's talking, I thought you should be much bigger. So again, it caught you, and then again, I will give Sony, they are the masters of, maybe because they are Sony's into, movies, music, and entertainment. Like I said, I keep going back to this line. He was like, leave my home. Like, bro, knock on that door. You know what I mean? I got my little dog shit sound bar right here. Yo, I had goosebumps, bro. Like I was like, oh shit. Or even you remember when he got in the boat, right? When he was riding back in the boat to go get the blades of chaos. Like, and he had to bury them motherfuckers. I was like, oh my god, the blades! Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit was crazy, man. You know, they did an excellent job with that, man. You know what I
One
mean?
of the best,
Master of that.
Sony games so far.
What'd you say?
It's the best Sony game.
I get slammed when I say that about some Sony guys. I've always said that I prefer Sony Santa Monica over Naughty Dog. I know that sounds blasphemous to some people, and I'm just maybe I'm just I am a huge God of War fanboy. I've always said that also. I just like hack and slash type games. That's just you know what I mean. I'm taking it back shit to like Golden Axe and shit like that. You know what I mean? I just like those type of games. You know what I mean? That's why here's a little sidebar. I know EA kind of can. I would love to see a Dante's Inferno, fucking part 2, because the way it went over, you can get a part 2. And listen, check it out. I went from playing. They came out around the same time. I remember it was a good point in gaming because I beat 3 games back to back. I had beat Mass Effect 3. I've done much in that order. I went from. I'm sorry. I went from. Got that Dante's Inferno to God of War and then Mass Effect 3. Well, I know, I beat them all 3 back to back and be playing them shits. And again, like I said, that whole Dante's Inferno, like that shit was ill. Like, you know what I mean? Like the Dante's Inferno, that was dope. Like for those who know what I'm talking about. But at the end, you fighting the boss, the devil. He just half man, half goat with his long penis down to his ankles, like literally inside the game. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, pause. You know what I mean? But then, like I said, then you playing, God of War, and God of War was so goddamn brutal. And me beating Hercules and my brother, and I beat his face and doom, 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 doom. I forgot the fast guy's name, but the fast guy, I cut his ankle, cut his feet off. Like this shit was crazy. You know what I mean? But I gotta give Sony their props, man. Well, you know what? I got shot for saying this too, even though they're now a multi-platform company. But the motherfuckers that did Beyond Two Souls in Detroit. Listen, I think I may have enjoyed Detroit Become Human more than I did God of War. I'm not into those Telltale type games, but that story of Detroit Become Human, like, man, I can wait to kill the father, let the father die. I became emotionally invested into the characters, you know what I mean? And I don't, normally that doesn't happen. I just play a game, they're kind of shallow on the surface, but I don't play too many games where I become emotionally invested into the characters and on Detroit Become Human was like some Black Lives Matter type shit, you know what I mean? Eric Garner, I can't breathe, officer. I was all about the droids and shit, you know what I mean? What you about to say?
Yeah, but these damn type of games, they rely heavily on story. A lot of people do like Heavy Rain. I love that game. I played that back in whenever it came. I can't remember now, 10 years ago. I really enjoyed that game because the story was proper deep. Obviously, the son got kidnapped, detective, the killer, with the girl as well, with the reporter. It was a fantastic game. And I still need to play Detroit Becomes Human, to be honest. But them type of games rely on the story, and that's what pulls you in. Because it's real life stuff. Them type of things happen in real life, and that's what pulls you in.
Hold on one second. I want to correct the guy in the chat. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, brother. I want to correct you right quick. He said, hold on one second. Also, too, I'm gonna leave the link here. If you guys want to ask us a question live on air, it's free, totally free. I'm gonna leave the link down. Help me find the chat again. He said, hold on, where did he go? He said about the Giants. Hold on. He said, Baldo was talking about Faye and she was a giant. No, he wasn't talking about Faye because Faye didn't answer the door. He was talking to Zeus. Like I heard about you. The giants of the old. I'm sorry, not the giants of the old. The gods of the old. You know what I mean?
Titans.
Yeah, the Titans. Yeah, he was talking about, not Faye, he was talking about, Kratos, because he automatically knew who he was, that he was a god when he opened the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was talking about, he wasn't talking about Faye. You know what I mean? I know that their storyline was supposed to be, ice giants or, big giants, whatever, but he wasn't talking about her. He was talking about, because look, to let you know he wasn't talking about Faye, because the giants, the Fae, were in his lifetime. Baldur, that's his lineage, that's his lifeline. You've seen the ice giants before. No, he was talking about Zeus and them jokers, you know what I mean? The Titans and You know what I mean? That's what he was talking about.
What are we talking about here? What are we doing here?
Oh shit, P-Rock, what's up, baby?
Yeah, the Latin assassin here.
Of the Latin set. Hey, nah, bro. What's going on with you, good bro? Oh, we're gonna hit the like button. Hey, bro. First of all, listen, hold up. Charlie, we about to get a little mess. I gotta ask you a question, man. Hold up. I'm gonna put this link down here too, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to ask me, P-Rock, anybody in the panel a question, it's totally free. And you know, and you help support the show. Is you know what I mean? It appear up on the screen. Send us a message live on the air. And it's free.
So these guys going. You take care, P-Rock. I see the bet.
What happened? What bet? What's that?
What bet?
I'm gonna go now. I'll catch you later, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Amir Khan. What the fuck you talking about? But okay. Did you see?
ZZ want no more bets with me. He done.
Yeah, right. You done took my money, right? Let me ask you a question, right? Now,
Microsoft, you did this to him.
Yeah, I no longer believe in Jesus, right? Now let's
He made an atheist.
Yeah,
Yo, what's
check
up,
this shit.
Chat?
Check this shit out, right? Oh, damn. I didn't think I was gonna catch up with you tomorrow. So anyway, we got the leaks that came out from about the fucking goddamn game, Bleeding Edge, right? No, hey bro. I even had my oldest child never acting up. He don't know. He don't understand. I don't know why they act like I lost it or something, right? Hey bro, I'm about to line him smooth the fuck up, right? But I like when they sleep on me, right? So we hear this 14-0. Even my brother Tim Dog got the tramp stamp that says 14-0, right? Right, check this shit out, right? And look how you say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Just going by the numbers, right? So we saying 14 fucking game. Because Microsoft are funny with those words. First time in history, we don't get 14 first party titles or whatever, right?
Yeah, so we heard it. We heard it all before.
Yeah. So look, let's do it by numbers, right? And 3 new IPs or whatever the fuck the case may be. So we're gonna see, you're gonna see Halo Infinite, right? That's a no brainer.
Yeah. Okay.
Gears of War 5, that's a no brainer. You're going to that's 2, and leaving down to 12. You're going to see Ori and the Blind Forest. They're supposed to come out this year. Yeah. Battletoads is supposed to come out this year, so that's 14. At least we're down to 10, right? They were already teasing, talking about the Forza shit. So you're going to see some brand new. Because we're not getting a Forza this year. You're going to get that.
It's going to be next year, right?
Yeah,
taking a year off.
Yeah, for the launch of the next generation console. But you're going to get that Forza Motorsport. No, man, I'm sorry, Forza Horizon DLC. It might be Transformers or what do you call it?
DLC now?
Yeah. You know how they do the DLC shit. You're going to see the Sea of Thieves new expansion pack. So you got that, right? Finally, Xbox guys will get their hands on the Age of Empire when they had their belt down. They go to the Age of Empire, right? You're going to get the game from Bethesda. No, Bethesda. Obsidian, what's that? Outer Worlds, which is the multi-plat. All right, so we're at 8 right now, right? What else we got? Age of Empire. Oh, you got Minecraft. You know what I mean? The new Minecraft.
Maybe Gears Tactics?
Gears Tactics and Gears Pop. Now I'm down to 10. I got 4 left, right? We are Bleeding Edge already done leaked, right? So Bleeding Edge, take that away. So boom.
Oh, shit. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Let me pay the bills. Yo, Oscar Gonzalez, he says $10 because he says that fuck nigga PR is in. I had to donate his broke ass towards his TV.
Oh, your TV broke?
I'm just saying, nah. He just said PR is in, had to donate again. Man, thanks for showing the love.
Oh, appreciate it. But again, so we talking about what they're gonna have a new AAA. Now we've seen the thing Bleeding Edge, right? So now I got about two wild turkeys out there. I don't even think that much. Who was gonna create this AAA game? If you got the Coalition or whatever, or Black Tusk working on Gears 5, you got 343 doing Halo, right? You got Forza what you call Playground Games. They're doing the
Cuphead making something?
They don't work. They're not first party. So who?
Oh, they're not. I thought the studio had more. They didn't buy.
No, they just published that. They just published their first. That's still independent. But who can make a fucking AAA game? Who? Exile? Undead Labs? They don't do games like that.
Not that fast. Maybe State of Decay DLC.
They told me AAA. Again, I got called everything but a child. They jumped the fuck out of me.
Cracked down AAA? That's what the studio said.
They said that was quadruple A.
Quadruple A. I don't know. Maybe the Initiative. Is Initiative ready with their shit?
Nah.
At least a trailer. You think they could at least pull a trailer? Because that would count.
Hey, bro, listen, man.
A reveal trailer?
Hey, bro, listen here, man.
I'm trying, bro.
Hey, P-Rock,
I'm in my Sony playbook to see what Microsoft, because they're in partnership, so maybe they borrow Sony's playbook. Like, how you do this shit?
Hey, P-Rock, I feel so disgusted.
Sony's like, hey, since we not at E3, we don't need it for this year. So here you go.
Hey, yo, I'm so disgusted by nothing. This action and nothing more. I fed and I broke them niggas, man. Who the fuck I say I didn't want to sell drugs? He's gonna kill my mother. Who was gonna kill your mother? Look at him. Who the fuck is making this AAA game?
I don't know, man.
To me, Bleeding Edge don't look bad like everybody.
Oh shit! Cut his goddamn mic off.
Oh shit! I'm gonna say this.
Playground Games could drop something.
Fable. They're doing Fable.
Fable 4.
Yeah,
he already said that, right?
Yeah,
right.
Fable.
Yeah, no, he ain't say that, but
I did say Fable. I did say Fable.
Okay, you did or you didn't?
Yeah, I said Fable. Yeah.
Okay.
I was counting down with you.
I don't know. Fable. I don't know. Maybe it's both. We know Fable. Fable would be a good one.
But
I don't know.
Hey, bro. So I said it to say this, right?
Maybe Surprise Studios that he acquired, but we don't know about yet. I'm saying we don't know about yet.
It's not happening, P-Rock.
Bro, I'm trying. I'm trying hard here. I'm trying to help you. Right?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You've shut me down. I'm trying to give you possibilities. I mean, hell, you've been doing 6 years of possibilities, so why shut it down now?
Hey, bro, you see what I'm talking about? Yes. You need money or something? Yeah. So you see what I'm talking about, right?
Stuart Stokes.
My brother Stokes.
$5 super chat. He said, I heard Phil said Gears Pop wouldn't be there.
I didn't even say
instead of the K2 DLC and Cuphead DLC, that leaves one slot. I think that's Fable 4, but that's not enough.
We say Gears Pop gets tacked and not there, fine. Cool. Praise God. But what I'm saying, we have to be realistic and put our temptations, our expectations in check here. You know what I mean? And I'm not even, but how you say, quote unquote, bleed green. How you say, what George Bush say, you fooled me once, you won't fool me again. Shame on you.
A fool can't get fooled again.
Yeah, fool can't get fooled again.
A fool can't get fooled again.
I mean,
fucking George.
I don't think it's about expectations as much as it is about satisfaction. Like,
but listen, is that satisfaction? I'm sorry, not to cut you off, brother, not to just punch you in your face like that. But as an Xbox guy, like, when did shit like this become when did games like Sea of Thieves become satisfying?
See, but they're not finna show it. Like, Sea of Thieves is not good to me, period. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's up to satisfaction rather than expectation. Like, if you see that lineup and you say to yourself, I have to see some new IPs to be satisfied, then you're not gonna like that. So, which I understand. I get that. I feel that. If you see that and see a new Fable 4 and say, "Oh shit," and you really loved Ori and you glad it's a number 2, and you really want to see what Halo look like, you might be satisfied.
Okay.
So I don't think it's satisfying.
You answered that like a true politician. Hold on, let me pay the free bill. Shout out to my man DRC. He said, "Yo, Z, I love the content. Thank you for enjoying this dog shit content. When you gonna update on SoundCloud podcast feed, sir? I like to listen to that back, bro. I don't know, Mass was handling that. I don't know what the hell happened." But listen. I promise next month. I was making promises that I'm going to it's going to even be on the radio. I got to get a new RSS feed. I'm going to put it on the radio. One of my dreams, have my own shit, get the shit, then hopefully syndicate it. I'm going to put the shows on the radio, then iTunes or the Google Play Store and all the other stuff. So give me like a month. I promise. Maybe like 2 weeks, and it'll be up and running. And he just sent me this message via the free messaging app. I'm going to leave it here. It won't cost you a damn dime. And it's free. Hold up. Here's the link right here.
I can help you out with that little iTunes and trying to get on the other platforms.
Okay, my man. See? This all come. I love when the plan comes together. Here we go. Oh, what the hell is my show at? I can't find myself. No, I can't even see myself. Hold up, bro. Where am I? I'm going to have to find myself again. Hold up. Okay, here I am. Bam, I found myself. Here you go. I got so many damn windows open. Here we go. Here's the link right here. All right. So, no, I'm sorry. You said it's about being satisfied, not to cut you off. It's about being satisfied, you said, right?
Yeah, I think it's more satisfaction than expectation. Like, and trust me, I could feel how somebody could watch that shit and say, bro, I want a new IP, a new AAA joint, and they don't show it, and you like, that shit do nothing for you. I could get that. Okay,
so you listen, you say that now. Now, don't get scared now, because my brother P-Rock, he jumped the shit out of me the other day, right? What I'm saying is, right?
What they do?
It beat the fuck out of me the other day, right? when you say now you want to talk like you got some sense. Yes, sir. No, sir. Now you want to yes, sir, no, sir here, right? Because I got some help. I want you to talk. Smack DVD. They were doing me like you gonna get this work. They have me on stage like look, oh you gonna get this work. They jumped the fuck out of me. Now you want to say yes, sir. No, sir. No, Mr. Gen. No, Mr. Next Gen. No, wait, that shit. Fuck all that, right? But no. But I'm saying is, stupid. But here's the thing, right? You see, you can, because I think you guys are putting and as the time frame, how long has it been? You know what I mean? Even the last 7 games, right? 7 to 8 games have been all this winky dink, R-stylish type of games, right? This at the service. I'm saying, here it is. I got the world's most powerful goddamn console. Why everything gotta gotta be some pre-Nintendo, pre-fucking E3 teen type shit? Like, what the fuck is up with that? Just the art style.
I mean, I get you with that shit, and I don't like them art styles really that much like that. But like, that goes down to like preference. Like I was telling you, I'm
preference. Okay, you get a preference, right?
The K2.
Okay.
Regardless of how people trash it, I love that game.
Not a problem. I'll give you that. But
to me, it's not like
I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead.
He
ain't talking about that. He's right with preference, but the problem is there's no balance since the X release. That's the problem. Like you got your Sea of Thieves, you got these low graphical games, whatever, which is fine because some people, whatever reasons they like the game, which is cool. But what about the people who bought the X for the powerful brute force? For their version of God of War, for their version of fucking, The Last of Us. You know what I'm saying? When are they gonna get their games? And it seems like you're not gonna get it until next gen, which honestly is not fair to the people who pay $500 for the X. Yeah, let's put it this way. Remember back? Go ahead. Remember back when the Pro came out? Everybody complained. Where is the good games? It didn't launch with any good games. It didn't launch with any powerful graphical games for the system until like a year. But Sony finally did it. It eventually came. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's what Xbox gamers want. They got an X. Besides the better version of multiplats, people, let's be honest. No one really buys consoles in the console world for just multiplats. Let's all be honest. Because 4 years ago, PlayStations were about the better version games. Xbox wasn't. And now it flipped when the X and Pro came out, and now Xbox is all about the better version games. PlayStation is it. In reality, no one's really about the better version of multiplats when it comes to consoles. That's just all here and there, then now. That's just what can I use to talk shit ammunition. That's all that really is. In reality, it ain't about that. It ain't the best version of multiplayer. It's not. Because you cannot tell me you become I'm not saying you, but when I say you general, you cannot tell me there's Xbox gamers that are now 4K snobs, but yet they rocked with the Xbox One original for 4 years. That's impossible. That's impossible to have that flip of a switch. It's impossible.
Yeah.
You were never a 4K snob.
We was playing those games saying like, why is this shit 720p in 2015? Like we were saying that.
Yeah, but you still played it and enjoyed it. You didn't be like, fuck this shit. I'm a graphics snob. I'm going to get a PS4 or I'm going to go PC. No one changed that. You could say it on Twitter, but no one was really backing up what they said. Everybody still played on the platform.
You talking about just the hardcore people?
In general, on both hardcore and whatchamacallit. There's a lot of hardcore dudes that stood on their platform no matter what. It is because that's their preferred place to play.
I think with the hardcore, you making sense, but with like the general public, they don't even know what the hell an exclusive is, bro.
Nah, they just don't be scared now.
I disagree. I think the general public that just plays Call of Duty, you're right. With those guys, because that's all they play. They don't really care about things. Man, that I agree. But on these podcasts, we don't conversate or represent those guys. We're not here because if that was the case, then every episode of Multiplayer Podcast would be Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I say the hardcore. Yeah. And now in terms of the hardcore,
and remember, the guys who play Call of Duty every day, they're not buying 1Xs either. They got the platforms they're on. They stay on their platform and they're playing what they want. Mm-hmm. They play with their friends. They're more, if anything, playing with their friends is the biggest factor for those casuals that play Call of Duty. The biggest.
If any one of us bought a PS4 or Xbox One and the graphics look like 360 or PS3, we would not be happy, bro. Like we do care about visuals very much in a game, in a console, and we do care about power. It may not be the end all be all, but we do care about that.
And I think you're right now. You're kind of agreeing what I'm saying. So with that, with the release of the X, the hardcore, right? Because that's primarily the people that bought it. They were expecting something new from Microsoft to take advantage of that platform in the same way PS4 Pro took advantage for Spider-Man, God of War, the upcoming The Last of Us, Death Stranding. You understand what I'm saying? And the problem is, there's nothing. The problem is nothing showed up yet. But and I have a feeling by the time something does show up new, the Anaconda is going to be already out. And at that point, it's too late for the X.
This is the thing. And I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it goes back to satisfaction. Because I think a lot of people going to get Gears. They enjoyed how Gears 4 looked. And that shit looked amazing on the X. And I think a lot of them going to enjoy Gears 5. But if in your mind you like, well, that ain't no new IP, then that ain't going to mean shit to you. But if you like, I want to see this shit stretch out the power of my console, I think Gears 5 really going to do that. And Gears 4 did do that, in my opinion. Yeah. Those are two beautiful games.
Hold on, let me pay the bills. Shout out to my brother, the Ruham. Said, "Oh damn, P Rock and Z, what's up, guys? The official adventures of Z and P Rock, 77." Oh, okay. Now, listen. Now, the game. What's
I think that's a real thing because I think one more thing. Sorry, Kofio. I think that's the main thing. I think that's going to be the biggest black guy when this this generation ends. Because when you think about
black guy or black guy, what you know what happened?
Black eye.
Black eye.
You know, so that's going to be the black eye.
Okay.
Because when you think about it. When this generation ends, right, they're going to look back and you have to ask yourself, what big new AAA IP has Xbox One released to carry forward? Like the same way the OG Xbox has Halo and Forza, 360 brought along Gears. What did Xbox One bring? And that's going to, people are going to look back.
Pull out. Say that shit again. Because I said that shit yesterday. And
so
what I was talking about. Say that shit again.
Everybody thinks we're trolling. Yeah, everybody thinks we're trolling. But 2-3 years from now, when people look back, they're going to be like, yo, Xbox One didn't really create shit in terms of games.
I said that shit. Hey, yo, listen.
And it's going to happen.
Look, you about to get your motherfucking jaw broke. That's what it was. I said that shit yesterday. I said, to be considered a successful generation, right? You had both Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo had to bring one new staple franchise IP. I said, with the first Xbox, you went from Halo to Gears of War, right? Then, I said, for an example, even for this generation, Sony came out. You can see 2 or 3. Horizon Zero Dawn. Whether you like the game, give me some chat. Whether you like the game or not, it was a huge game, big game. I even said Spider-Man. Spider-Man don't count because they got others. All right, fine, cool, right? I said it's a Nintendo. Even they, Nintendo got Mario and stuff, but they came with a new game, which is Splatoon, which was huge and successful for them. You're going to get a Splatoon 3, and it's going to cement their future, right? So, see, I thought you were late, cartoony grab. I'm not saying about the grab. I don't give a fuck about the grab. For them and for their core, for them, that's a big, huge game for them.
Nintendo fans.
I said for the Xbox, we have not to get this goddamn game, and the generation's over next shit. They know what the fuck I was. Well, you don't know what Bleeding Edge is. You don't know what Bleeding Edge is. That game can come out sell for $75 million. I said, oh my god, these motherfuckers in. These motherfuckers.
Nobody.
We got the tapes. What did you say?
What we were saying was, you were saying this game ain't that new successful IP for Xbox, and we was like, well,
how do you know it's not out yet? What? Come on, bro. That's why Christian and Bill, all these guys Xbox fans.
I'm gonna say this. I'm disappointed in Bleeding Edge for the fact that, like I said, and let's take it back to last year when Microsoft acquired Ninja 3, right? What was the narrative? What was the pulse that people were saying with that purchase? That Ninja 3 was Microsoft's first step to acquire a studio to push the single play games. Yeah, everybody was saying that. And then they acquired Obsidian, another single player dev, and then they acquired another one that was a single player dev. So the information, the conversation was Microsoft is building their studios to also support single player games. And everybody was cool. Ninja 3 releases this online, which to me is a safe way of developing it. And I'm not blaming Microsoft for this decision. I think Ninja 3 already had this in the pipe, and I think that's why.
Hey, bro, exactly.
Does it fit there what they wanted? They saw what Ninja 3 was already making, and Microsoft's like, oh, you making a multiplayer game? Oh, shit, this is perfect. Microtransactions, DLC, all that shit.
That's what they didn't buy him for Hellblade 2. They bought him for that bullshit they showed the other day.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, if Ninja Theory was only making single player games, I don't think Microsoft would have bought them. I don't think they would have bought them.
Let me ask you, but look, that's what shit get muffled, and that's why people be changing like their energy. So they bought Ninja Theory not because they're developing this game, even though that's a part of the reason they bought Ninja Theory, because they have a history of making great games, which are usually single player. And it's a difference between like the narrative being okay, now we're gonna get a single player game, and the reality of knowing, well, when they bought them, they was making this game and was gonna drop it. Like,
hey, you about to beat your ass in here.
All right, I'm gonna say this.
I know I'm right though.
Hey,
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this.
Tazumi, we about to beat your ass in here, nigga. The tweet said Xbox Game Studios games like Ori, Gears Pop, Age of Empire, Battletoads, Cupheads are just their IPs. We're gonna beg the difference with that, but okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, beat his ass.
All right, so let me ask you this. So real quick. So you're saying because of their reputation behind single player games, right? Their last game, Hellblade, and I love Hellblade. And Z fucking, he ragged me through the dirt and took my video when I flipped the fuck out and found out that the game only sold 250K. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
I got drunk. Yo, I got drunk.
This is a nightmare.
Yo, it was a nightmare. Yo, my man's he be like, yo, my man's living in a nightmare. Yo, I said, yo, break out the Henny, because I'm gonna go in. When I found out it was 250K. The shit didn't sell. I mean, I think it did good for what the budget, but it wasn't a big hit in terms of. It wasn't a big hit, right? Microsoft purchased a studio that, while acclaim-wise people loved it, in terms of sales and actually putting their money down, it wasn't a big hit, right? And now the first project they unveil, or they haven't officially unveiled it yet, but they're going to, is an always online multiplayer, right? Chances are this is the reason. And remember, if you remember, last year Microsoft was straight up saying, "Oh, they got full creative freedom. We not telling them what to do." Well, of course, because you already like the shit they're presenting. I think Microsoft saw what they were making, right? Which is a safe bet, always online multiplayer. You could drop in microtransactions. You could put it on Game Pass, right, for $1, right? And it's like Dauntless or Apex. All you need is the mass monthly users to just jump in, and you make your money through microtransactions, selling T-shirts and fucking dance moves. You understand? You cannot tell me that's not Microsoft's main point of looking at Naughty Dog. Sure, they're still going to probably make single player, but I think this was what sealed the deal for them. The fact, I think if Ninja Theory did not have this game at all, if they were making 2 single player games, I don't think Microsoft would have rocked with that. I honestly think they could. I think what saved them was this game.
Yeah.
Perfect for the type of environment Microsoft's trying to create with Game Pass.
Yep.
Just get people to get on it, whether they have it $1 on Game Pass.
All right.
As long as people play it, buy dance moves, all the stupid shit that we see now. That's all we're seeing right now.
Let me respond. Before you respond, hold on. It's Slim. Say something, Slim.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, we can hear you.
I couldn't quite hear y'all heard me or not.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
What's up to my brother P-Rock? I'm sitting in the back. I'm hearing him chop them legs down right now.
Hold on. I got post up fat ass in the chat talking some shit. Said P-Rock don't know what the fuck he talking about. If that was the case, Microsoft would have published the games when they were shopping it years ago. Fuck, nigga.
They weren't doing shit years ago because they were broke. Phil Spencer was one cunt hair away from getting fired. Fuck is you talking about?
Let me respond.
They couldn't do shit years ago. Years ago. Motherfucker was trying to survive.
Hey, yo, let's hit this damage control, fuck, nigga.
Years ago, Terry Myerson was in charge. He wasn't doing shit.
Remember
Terry Myerson?
He ain't got the budget.
In charge?
They act like Terry Myerson.
You did not say Terry Myerson wasn't cutting checks.
You ain't lying. Which one answers? Which one answers?
If what you just said made sense in terms of the online factor being the main reason why they bought the company,
yes sir.
They erase everything that they did. Why did they buy Obsidian?
What?
Why did they buy Obsidian if online is
okay? Here's my next question. Right? Obsidian's current project is a single player game, right? Who the fuck knows what their next project is? And don't say they won't make multiplayer game. Because guess what? BioWare made a multiplayer game. So we don't know.
That's not. See, you see how now you're going off ifs
shit.
and buts and what ifs. What name an online game Obsidian has made so far?
I don't know what online game they made.
Wait. So, next question.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So before
I couldn't name you. What before Anthem? What online game BioWare made?
Exactly. Or
That
before.
don't mean that they gonna
listen. Here's the thing.
Assuming off of nothing that they.
Okay.
But you're presenting a question where I can only answer assumptions right now. Right now, my point with Ninja Theory is only how I feel. I'm not telling you it's fact. Okay. I'm just saying just my view on these things. Because let's be honest, last year none of us even thought of Ninja Theory releasing a multiplayer game. Not one of us. Everybody had the narrative that Ninja Theory was part of the acquisition studios to help build Microsoft first party and get those single player experiences out there that everybody wants. Everybody was saying that.
They themselves made this game. They made this game.
I'm not blaming Microsoft. Okay. I didn't say Microsoft forced them to do this.
You saying that's the reason why Microsoft bought them and not?
Yes,
yes, it is.
Yes,
it is. Look, I gotta listen.
I didn't say they forced them to do it. I'm saying they already had this in plan, and Microsoft rocks with it.
Yo, listen. I'm about to read this to you, Pulpit. And this is coming from Microsoft Studio. I'm gonna read it again because now it's again makes more clarity. They didn't buy these motherfuckers. They didn't buy what's called Team Ninja Theory on the aspects of getting Hellblade 2 or 3 internet. No. They bought them. Oh, okay. Let me read this to you. It's not about filling a spreadsheet by any means. It's from Microsoft. We will, however, have an interest in studios right now that fit this criteria of 50 to 100 people who are making games on a 2 to 3 year cadence and have content that we think will be of interest to our Game Pass subscribers. That means content that is a little different to what our big AAA franchises can deliver. Head of Microsoft Studios. Before you answer that question, let that sink in. Okay, 2 to 3 candidates that will work well with Game Pass. Let me pay this bill. Hold up. I heard something ringing in my ear. Here we go right here. Stuart Soaps. Did Obsidian work on that Star Wars MMO? Fuck is you talking about? But okay.
I don't know that for sure. He said they worked on it. What they got to do?
Okay, all right. Well, okay. Not the game that we love, but practice. Let me what you say? What you say?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So let me ask you something. When you read when Sony says we are making more online games in the vein of a Fortnite or a GTA Online to reach out to a wider audience of gamers because we've kind of already mastered the single player shit. Does that worry you with the direction of where those games?
Hell yeah! I've been said that. I had this argument with Neetools and fucking Moss and DRM. They think I'm exaggerating. In fact, them dudes are arguing Sony needs this. And they don't even play Sony multiplayer. I looked up Moss's fucking Uncharted multiplayer. He has like 2 hours in the game. He don't play the shit. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, if you're really not good at something, right? If you're really not good at something, and you got the third-party industry, let's be honest, third-party industry is dominating the multiplayer.
Yes, sir.
They are the kings of multiplayer. They are crushing everybody when it comes to multiplayer. Why would you want to put yourself in that arena, in an area they are kings at, when you could put yourself in an arena that a lot of third parties are staying away from?
I'm actually no why.
To be honest, single player is the gold mine because third party don't really want to challenge people on that.
Let me jump in this
right there. Oh shit!
Let me jump in this real quick.
Oh my god!
I'm just tired of the. It's too much misinformation on this channel right now.
Hold on, folks, real quick before you start and go down
what the fuck happened?
Your Microsoft preaching path. So P-Rock just said that third parties are staying away from single player games. We are literally on a show about a single player third party game.
Oh man, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
So watch out. We got
away. How are they the same?
Let me change the title of the show.
We're on the show about a single player third party game.
Stop bringing up old shit
from a multiplayer studio.
Yeah, so we got one game. How many multiplayer has EA pushed?
Third parties are making single player games.
Okay, they're not making a lot. Not a lot of big ones. The biggest games have been multiplayer. That's why they have no problem of taking Bioware.
They make all games. That's what they are. Third-party studios make all types of games.
Oh man, this guy here, man.
They're third-party studios. They gonna make whatever they want. Just like
I know that. I understand. I know they're gonna make what they want, right? But the biggest
studios that Microsoft bought were third-party studios making single-player games.
What happened? Say the last part.
All the studios that Microsoft bought were third-party studios making single-player games.
Single-player games.
Yes, they were.
Right. So what are you talking about? The third.
So the next game they're making, the next man. I'm not blaming Microsoft on this. The next game they're making, Ninja Theory, is an always online multiplayer game. And let's be honest. Hold up. And let's be honest. Last year, none of us was talking about Ninja Theory's next game or even thinking about Ninja Theory's next game being a multiplayer game. We were all of us, except the new dude here in the room, me, you, Meeples, all of us were talking about how Ninja Theory is the first step in pushing these single player games for Microsoft. All of us.
Okay, let me jump in this. Let me jump in this. Dudes don't. See, this is what happens when you don't read or research. You just jump. If you're not invested into Microsoft ecosystem, then you don't read up on their developers. You don't read up on articles dealing with their developers, and then you get people like Porter Rock, Red Dragon on Twitter on this channel. Giving themselves L. Now, first of all, Ninja Theory started this game back in 2014. It's actually two people from the dev team that's starting this game. Now, the person that owned Ninja Theory already stated that they had 3 or 4 projects in the works. The main team, the Hellblade team, they're working on a single player game right now. That's why it's rumored that they might show 2 games. Now, this game, Bleeding Edge, was a passion project that Ninja Theory already did. Similar to Sea of Thieves was a passion project for Rare. They shopped this game. They shopped Bleeding Edge to multiple publishers.
And I'm like, what nobody take?
Hold on. They shopped it to multiple publishers. Did nobody take on it? When Microsoft bought them, they say, hey, you're making this game. We gave you free creative freedom to do whatever you want. You can continue making the game. That's it. Look, if you listen, you can go to Rand video, who just did a video on this. He confirmed this as well because he knew about this game long before it was announced. Microsoft did not purchase Ninja Theory because of this multiplayer game. They purchased them because they have great developers that can create great single player and multiplayer games.
I want to say this real quick.
Let me talk to Post Up.
I want to say this real quick before I go. The views of Post Up are not the views of this panel, and I want to distinguish myself.
Post Up. So my quick question, Post Up. Post Up.
Rand already confirmed what I just said.
Post Up.
White
Daddy. I'm gonna talk to you, Post Up. Post Up. I'm talking to you,
White Daddy.
All right, I'm talking to you now. All right.
You know what, Z?
Post Up. Listen, I'm talking to you, right? Last year, when Microsoft acquired Ninja Theory, you telling me the conversations we had was talks about Ninja Theory's next project being a multiplayer game? Or was the conversation was the conversation for all of us was like, this acquisition is the first of Microsoft pushing out these single player games?
I'm talking to you, nigga.
No.
I'm talking to you. The podcast we were on. Us.
No. Well,
what were we talking about?
That might have been the people that was on the panel. My perception was I just wanted to see what they were going to create. Who knows what they was going to create? And also, they're working.
I'm gonna bring out these receipts, bro. I have to go back a year, but I'm gonna find them. I'm pushing these receipts.
Even when Hellblade was being made, the guy that owned Ninja Theory said they had multiple projects in the work for multiple teams that was split up. Your guys are tweaking, and they're still working on another game, multiple games.
Okay, so fine. I have to wait till next E3. Good.
Yes, I understand. Great. Microsoft said, look, we're going to purchase y'all. Y'all got creative freedom. You can do what you want. This is since this game been in development for over 5 to 6 years, we don't have to worry about our fan base waiting another 2 or 3, 4 years so we can get this game out the door to give our fan base something. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. And then the game that they're working on that is unannounced that we don't know about, that can bake. They have time to focus on that. But they don't have to listen to the fan base cry about, waiting on the Ninja Theory game for the next 2 or 3, 4 years. Now, whether people like that game or not, well, that's up to that's subjective. I'm going to wait and see. I haven't looked at the leak trailer.
Nah,
I don't know what
nigga.
the game is about. I'm not going to pass judgment on it until I get the full information on what the game is about.
Let me say this.
What you want to say, nigga?
All right, just to smash another point that Porter Rock was making. You said you feel Sony should just focus on what they're great on and not jump into the multiplayer focus because third party got that on Smash.
Top Dog says, "Screw that clown, Porter Rock. Screw that clown."
I already got him against the ropes. Now look. The way how business works, the way how they do this is like they're not looking at can I beat the competition. They're looking at what can I invest and make a profit off of. It's like saying Wendy's should close down because McDonald's exists. Nah, that don't make no sense.
That's not
you
the
should
same.
offer multiple.
That's not the same at all.
I'm out after this. I'm out after this, and then y'all can go
you
back.
You can't listen to Porter Rock. He was the same one that.
I got a question. I got a question real quick. I just got a question for Porter Rock real quick. So should Turn 10 and Playground only make card games?
So what? Say again?
Should Turn 10 and Playground only make card games? Should 343 only make Halo? Should Coalition only make Gears?
No, they could do whatever they want.
All right, then your whole point don't make sense.
Right?
No. My point does make sense. My point does make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because what you gonna call it? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why my point makes sense. All right. Yes. All right. With Sony. All right. Sony has already shown a propensity that their multiplayer games for decades. The last 10 days, the biggest multiplayer they had for a long time was SOCOM. And how long ago was that? That's their biggest one. And that shit hasn't been out in decades, okay? Sometimes you just have to be real, whatever, okay? All right? Turn 10, what I mean, we'll use Playground Games as an example, right? They pretty much only made Forza fucking whatever, Horizon, right? And they're stepping into a new realm to see if they're successful. It's a new adventure for them, okay? We already seen a propensity of just multiplayer games that at best Sony achieved outside of SOCOM 2, really, because after SOCOM 2, the franchise went to shit, right? And that was PlayStation 2. After that, at best, their multiplayer games has been average across the board, right? I think the only highlight was maybe The Last of Us, and even you guys don't even give props to that game, right? And we're talking consistency for over a decade of, at best, average multiplayer games, right? Now you look at what they're doing now with the single-player game and balancing with what third parties doing with the multiplayer game. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a perfect balance for their ecosystem, and it works. It works.
It's a perfect balance
it works.
for their ecosystem. Then why do they think they need to make multiplayer games?
Thank you, bro.
Because just like everybody else, they're probably trying to do the cash grab microtransaction. Let's be honest. It's the easiest way to get the most money.
So you're saying that Sony is trying to make shitty games just because?
No, they're trying to make. I think just like everybody else, they want this cash grab this money.
Right. So by making a shitty multiplayer game.
But I don't give a fuck if a company wants to make more money. I mean, they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You cannot listen to Porter Rock. He was the same one that told you Sony should stick with the traditional model and not focus on PS now. And look how that turned out. Fuck nigga.
They should.
Let me pay these bills. Let me pay these bills right quick. Shout out to Top Dog 77. He wants Porter Rock to school these clowns. My man Jordy the Flame said post up, sound like he fight for child support. And Stuart Stokes said post want us to wait to judge games now, just like Crackdown 3. So what the fuck happened last week then? When he was saying Death Stranding was trash, keep that same energy, motherfucker, before I break your jaw.
I think it's crazy to me.
Okay. And then the shirts.
That was good pricing too.
This supposed to be having a whole different conversation.
Yeah, he is.
I think it's crazy to me that it's a lot of people out there saying they didn't like the Star Wars trailer, but they hyped for Death Stranding too.
Yo, they didn't like the Star Wars trailer, but hype for didn't hype. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna lie. No, Porter Rock.
What's up?
You're hype. You're excited for what Death Stranding, right?
Hell yeah.
Well, because you're a Kojima fan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I think you know
I'm
what I mean.
also excited for Jedi. I just finished watching the demo of Jedi, and I'm excited for it. That shit's Star Wars. It's exactly what it's supposed to be.
Okay. No, we just the show was about. You know what I mean? I'm a very shallow man. I take beauty. I'm just saying, visually, aesthetically, I think that Star Wars Battlefront 2 graphically looks better than this game here. What's it called again? Star Wars Jedi Fallen Soldier. And I don't know if it's down because what engine they're using or how long they've been working on the game. It's going to maybe better. But normally, typically in house, EA mandates that all their studios use the Frostbite 3.0, Frostbite 3.0, but Respawn's the only studio that has not used it. Because on Titanfall they use their own makeshift, whatever type of engine that they're using. You know what I mean? I'm just talking graphically. Does you think it look the same? Have you played Star Wars Battlefront?
Graphically?
No, have you played it? Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2, beautiful, it's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I got Star. Yeah, I played Star Wars Battlefront.
Beautiful. Two's fucking.
Yeah, it is a beautiful game. I didn't even like the single player story.
Yeah, it's fucking beautiful. Yeah. I'm not. Again, we're just talking about what we see. I don't think visually that game looks as good as that. I don't know what engine they're using, whatever the case may be, but that game, this might be better. I wish we would have got. Cause you like Star Wars. I wish we'd have got that Star Wars 1313. Now that was like a gritty, was supposed to be like a gritty fucking Star Wars type game. I just want. I don't know. I want if you got I want to take off arms and legs and shit like that, man.
Well, it's hard because that franchise, they want to. They want to.
I say because of Disney.
The teenage audience.
Yeah, because
I don't think they want to rate it mature.
Yeah, because of fucking Disney, but you know what I mean. But if I'm not mistaken, that was what they were leaning for with Star Wars 1313, taking up arms and legs.
And they got rid of Amy Hennig for that too.
Can I ask?
She was. That's right. Because Visual was working on
Visual. Yeah. What's the name? Visual? No.
Yeah,
what's the name?
Visual,
People who did
That is the front.
Visual.
Yeah.
Visceral and Amy Hennig, and that shit would have been a crazy combo. Them two,
facts.
Yeah. That shit would have been bananas. I don't think EA realized what the fuck they did, bro. Visceral and Amy Hennig? God damn.
You know what? They don't care about the culture. They care about the dollar sign. You know what I mean? From the culture, that might have been an epic.
But they don't realize, man, when the culture goes behind the game, that shit blows the fuck up.
I know, but they look at
I would say video games is one of the few mediums where the culture really pushes a game's success through the door. But look at God of War, bro. None of the God of Wars before this one was sold. I think one sold maybe a little over 5 million. God of War 3.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what happened.
This one blew past that.
You know what happened?
And it was the culture.
I think God of War came out at the right time. Mechanics say it came out at the beginning of this console generation or whatever. It wasn't as well. I think God of War came out at the right fucking time. You know what I mean?
Now see, you gonna catch an L tomorrow. That little fake list you put out, are you knowing what game's gonna be announced?
What you mean, I'm lying?
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Post up. I'm gonna block you if you say wait till next E3. I better not hear that. I'm gonna block your ass. In fact, if you say wait till whatever show you say, hey yo Z, wait till, you're gonna be blocked until that show.
I learned the ways of Kratos. I ain't gonna need show up. I'm gonna have I'm telling you now.
Hey, can we get your list?
My man Mosso already said wait till the next.
Yeah, nah, your mom said wait the next Inside Xbox and shit. Hey yo, can we get your list? Because you said we don't know what Bleeding Edge is. Now we didn't see what Bleeding Edge is. So again, can we get your list or whatever? You know what I mean?
I don't have a list. I can't even really put out a list right now. I'm doing.
Oh shit!
But he knows that ain't it.
I'm doing luncheon and graduation shopping right now for my daughter, and this shit
congratulations,
bro. This shit is hectic, man.
Yo, buy your daughter a PlayStation as a gift.
Yeah, for real. Greatness awaits.
No, I'm just gonna be surprised tomorrow. I ain't gonna assume nothing. I just whenever they show. If I take an L, I take an L.
I'm just saying. I'm just going on my good.
Turn around, you disappear.
Yo, after E3, Poster's gonna look at his Xbox. This is how you do me.
And he said, fuck that water.
He said first party studios. Ori is second party. They're not a first party studio. I don't know if we can count that. Battletoads is being created by Delilah Studios with assistance from Rare, but it's still a first party game.
He said studio games. He ain't say shit about first party.
hey, bro, black man, hey, Max, why you say something? I was about to hang his fucking ass just now.
Did he say first party published?
Thing about first party.
Did he say first party published? I don't even know what deal. I don't even know.
That's all they second party shit. That's anything that they are publishing.
You know what, man? You're supposed to be a brother. You're supposed to be my brother. I'm getting this.
I think I learned about Mass. I think Mass learned. He's like, you know what? Fuck taking sides. I'm gonna just fuck everybody up.
Right.
This shit. He's a Punisher. Everybody gonna die. He's like Deadpool. The motherfucker's a Deadpool of this Punchline shit. He's like, fuck everybody. I'm gonna kill all y'all.
I'm about to start driving, so I'm out. I ain't finna set myself up for no more L's.
Come on, get in an accident.
Last time Post said the soul left his body. Don't start that shit, Post.
They're gonna announce Phantom Dubs 2 and still use the original assets.
Facts.
No, I'm just saying. Just
we got Stuart Stokes.
Yo, I'm just
He
saying.
says,
going by Microsoft and their previous behavior, that list fits into the T, bro. I'm saying, what's those soldiers?
Stuart Stokes. He says this is just Dream Daddy is hitting the Switch. They're going to have a Black Baron exclusive character. Pre-order now for noise canceling earplug.
Oh, shit. Yeah, what's up with that game? Must making some money or something, bro.
I don't know what the fuck. Like, I'm tired of seeing that game on my timeline. Why the fuck people keep retweeting that shit?
I don't even know, bro.
That fucking Dream Daddy bullshit. That shit's hitting the Switch.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. It's about the about the sweet daddies with children, or adopted children or something. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Oh, that shit's so powerful.
Yeah, I mean, that's all.
I don't know, but
hey, yo, it's lame. I know you've been kind of quiet. You know this whole show thing. You got you have any
I'm just chilling out, man, and listen to the professionals, man.
Listen,
yeah, but
if there was only listen for Sony, if there's one multiplayer game, there's only one that I want, and if they could get a good studio do it, it would be SOCOM.
SOCOM.
That's it. That's it. Don't give me PlayStation All Stars 2.
You know
Don't give me PlayStation Kart. Stop. Don't want none of that shit. SOCOM. That's it. That's all you need. Focus on that.
Don't keep it funky, right? I don't think that can ever go back to being what it was. You know why?
I mean, they could. I can't. I think if they get a good studio, or
I'm gonna tell you
why.
It's too many other games.
But I think that's the one game everybody wants, though.
I'm saying, look at. I would say Ghost Recon. You know what I mean? Or SOCOM is a poor man Ghost Recon, or what it was, third person over the camera shooter. You know what I mean? It just is so colluded with so many other it would have to come out free to play. And that last one they put out was bad. That the move. They pulled the blade.
After 2,
SOCOM 2.
Now, you remember
after SOCOM 2, it went to shit.
Hey, yo, you remember Blade? Remember the movie Blade? You had that first one, bang, boom.
Yeah.
Then you had the second one was alright. Then the third one went straight to fucking deep into Netflix. That's what that last SOCOM was, bro.
You know what they should do? They should remake SOCOM 2 and make it free to play on the PSN.
That's what I said. It would have to be done right. But for it to be done right, to be honest with you, they're gonna have to, spend some money. They're gonna have to put some money behind it. And even with the free model, that's just what I mean. That's either hit or miss.
If they go free to play model with SOCOM 2 being remade by Bluepoint,
but it's still either hit or miss though. It's either hit or miss. You know what I mean? With that, with motherfuckers spending money with games like Fortnite, it's not motherfuckers our age, bro. It's the kids. It's getting their moms. I just bought her fucking $45 worth of fucking Google Play cards to put money in the wallet to get shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's not us, bro. It's them.
I don't know, bro. It might still take off with the new kids. They might enjoy it.
They ain't they type of game. I'm keeping that bitch.
But I think a lot of adults, because remember the average game was 35. I think all the people that remember SOCOM, because I'm telling you, it was huge.
I know it was, but you think the average game was 35 playing Fortnite? Hell no.
Oh no, not Fortnite. See, those games are dominated by the younger crowd.
Yeah, they ain't us.
Like Jersey Ghost, $2 super chat.
I come from the scene from SOCOM, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, if they bring that back, that might be a big hit.
Jersey Goes $2 super chat. He says PUBG is SOCOM and is best on Xbox One X.
Yeah,
PUBG is.
That's definitely a bot right there. Yo, that's definitely a bot.
Frame rates is not that good on there.
Oh, and PUBG.
I like PUBG. I actually enjoy it because you got to outthink people, and that's what I like about it. That's why I like SOCOM.
Yes, that's what they need to hit. They need to make sure it stays small, tactical.
Yep.
When they went with that big open map and jeeps and all
they
this
fucked
shit,
up.
I'm like, oh, fuck.
They fucked up. You know what I mean?
That's not how the game is.
I enjoyed. Everybody had good aim, but you had to outthink people. If you could outsmart people, you always win your gun battles.
Hey yo, y'all motherfucking, y'all showing your age by saying SOCOM, bro. The half the chat don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
SOCOM was the first online game I played, bro.
Oh, it was, that was like what, 2004,
bro.
So SOCOM. So the first SOCOM was what, 2003?
Yeah.
I think 2001. I think.
Well, some shit. We're talking about a decade.
No, the online aspect. Let me see, because Xbox Live came out. I mean, Xbox came out in 2001. Xbox Live came out in 2002. That SOCOM shit was 2003, 2004. With the online.
No, you sure? Like SOCOM one.
No, PlayStation had the online on first, but
yeah, but no, they you had.
But I don't know when the game came out.
Network adapter.
Yeah, the network. You had to buy that network adapter to it. But I'm just saying. I'm thinking about in the bubble. I understand PlayStation this shit. I don't remember any games being online for the PlayStation.
Yeah, that's my first online game I played, bro.
No, so the first game I played online for PlayStation 2 was a game called Tribes. And I played that.
Yeah, I heard that.
That first game would have been.
I had Xbox. That was before. I think Xbox was in beta. I wasn't part of the beta, but I think Xbox Live was in beta when I was playing Tribes on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, but I think I'm saying no. Like I said, I don't remember. I think my first PlayStation Online game might have been EverQuest or some shit like that. Or
oh shit!
I never played.
It came out 2002.
It was 2002, right? Wait, SOCOM Online came out in 2002.
Yeah, August 2002.
Yeah, bro.
Xbox
Live went live like in what, November or some shit?
Yeah, November of 2002. Yeah.
So SOCOM came out. I mean, this came with a headset. This motherfucker.
Yep, my shit came with a headset.
Yeah, it came with a little cheap ass headset.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man. But shit. What's tomorrow? E3 said at 12 o'clock.
It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Pacific.
1 p.m. Pacific. Okay. Shit,
so man. 4 p.m. Eastern.
4.
No, 10 p.m. out here.
Oh shit! Then
you doing a show?
Yeah, I'll be live. You know what I mean?
I think I might rock out with you.
All right. Well, we switch up. Go to your channel afterwards or whatever. You know we do.
Oh yeah, we fucking. I'll probably depending on the show. I'm maybe like Z.
Whatever's clever though. You know we make it happen. Or the following day. You know, I ain't got no job. So, but when is Square Enix show?
Oh, I thought you were gonna come out with some jokes. When is Sony show? I'll be like, fuck
no, you. No. Square Enix. Square Enix is taking Sony's. They're taking Sony's spot.
Yeah,
so they're doing it Monday or Tuesday.
Probably Monday.
I'll look.
Whatever. But yeah, Square Enix is taking Sony's slot.
Oh yeah, I want to see that Avengers shit.
Yeah, it's already been confirmed that Rocksteady.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah,
I they ain't not having no game there. Rocksteady.
Yeah, Rocksteady's not there. No.
Yeah, so we're not gonna. I don't know if that's a new Superman or new whatever goddamn game.
Well, they confirmed it's not Superman. Well, it's not a Superman centric game.
Oh, they go. Oh, I thought they confirmed they weren't.
They didn't say Superman's not in it. They said it's not a Superman game.
Oh shit, man! I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know what the fuck they working on, bro.
It could be Justice League. We don't know what the fuck.
It could be that Green Arrow.
Oh shit! I would like for them to make Flash. I ain't gonna lie.
A dope Flash game will be ill.
Yeah,
Flash game will be ill. A dope Flash game will be ill. I was just talking. I was just talking about here. I said, Shot Stewart. SOCOM is just a Rise clone. God damn it.
What?
I don't know. Maybe a Rise. DJ
a Rise sequel.
I don't know. Maybe meant to put.
I have a good dream.
Yeah, but no, I was. What the fuck? We're just talking about. We was talking about. I said, people slaying Anthem, but I ain't gonna lie. They got that BioWare got that goddamn suit right. They need to contract them for my Iron Man game because I ain't gonna lie, flying around that goddamn suit. Like that shit was fun as hell. Like they got that shit down to the fucking T.
Yeah, the only thing that Anthem didn't have no content, man.
Man. I mean, I'll be honest. I like Anthem because I use the Storm, and I like how you fly around. I like how open the game is.
Yeah,
I like
the combat.
That's what it is. They just didn't do it, and then the content they have is very repetitive.
I like the content. I like the content in the combos, like the combat.
Yes.
Hold on.
I like the combat. They just.
Let me answer this guy's question. We can close the show with this. My man Johnny Word said next gen 720. I don't have much money, but please answer my question. Fuck you. He says, why is a new Halo, Gears, or Forza bad, but a new Uncharted, God of War, or The Last of Us is the best thing since sliced bread?
So can I answer that?
Yeah.
It's not that the games are great. Halo, Gears, Forza, that's their staple, right? Okay. But you guys already had a Forza, you already had a Gears, you already had a Halo. Nothing wrong with creating sequels, but what's the new shit beyond that? Does that make sense? Like, for example, we had Uncharted 4, right? That's our sequel. That's PlayStation sequel. Got it, right? But you notice Naughty Dog's working on The Last of Us 2, right?
Exactly.
Sucker Punch made Infamous, and Infamous Light. That's a PlayStation thing that started PS3. Of course, they're gonna make a sequel because it's not as big as Halo, but it was pretty popular for the PlayStation fans, so they made that, right? Now they're doing Ghost of Tsushima. You see the trend. You understand what I'm saying? They're doing these games that are classics, but they're also introducing new classics, or they're at least trying to introduce new classics and try to mix it up in. Look at Guerrilla. Guerrilla made Killzone. They started out the gen with Killzone Shadowfall. That's a PlayStation. I personally don't like the franchise, but it is what it is. It's a PlayStation back to PlayStation 2. They brought Killzone for PlayStation 3. They brought Killzone for PlayStation 4. But then they brought Horizon Zero Dawn. That's what people are tired of, Halo, Gears, and Forza, and then wait a couple of years. All right, we're going to give you Halo, Gears, and Forza.
That's
cool.
But come on, studios can just do more than just them 3 games, man. They should be able to do like Sony does. Sony, their studios have multiple franchises, and I don't understand why you just keep making the same game every 4 years, every 3 years. When you could do multiple franchises. Which I mean,
isn't 343 like fucking 500 people or some shit?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah,
they work on 2 different projects.
Hey, listen, to answer that, I'm gonna be as disrespectful as I can. Fuck you, right? But nah, on some real shit. Not saying. Listen, I see. You know what? People get caught up in when someone just saw me just saying Gears of Forza and Halo. If you new to this dog shit channel, I've always said I'm not a Forza guy. I'm not a Halo guy, but I understand those games are big for the fan base. I mean, but what I would like is it's so hard for me to have a game outside of Gears of Forza Halo that's with the same quality level, you know what I mean, a AAA goddamn game. So everything outside of Gears of Forza and Halo from Xbox has been dog shit.
You ain't lying.
So imagine if Guerrilla didn't make Horizon Zero.
Yeah,
and they just made another.
Okay, look, boom.
Get the fuck out of here.
Check it out, right?
Like, oh hell,
check it out, right? You guys know, I'm gonna give.
I don't even want them to make a new Killzone at all. I'd rather have them just make a new IP, like kill that franchise.
I'm gonna give an example, right? Right. I'm a Gears of War fanatic, right? We already got a Gears of War this generation. I would love to see what Black Tusk, whoever the fuck they do outside of Gears, you know what I mean? Because you run into what you call franchise fatigue, you know what I mean? At the end of the fucking day. And again, like every year from Microsoft, you're going to get a Gears, Forza, or the Halo. You're not going to get an Uncharted, a God of War, and every year from fucking Sony. If that makes any sense, if you know what I mean? And not to be biased, but trying to explain it to you in that landscape. There's nothing wrong with Gears. There's nothing wrong with Forza. There's nothing wrong with Halo. Those are billion-dollar franchises. Of course, you're going to get them. It's a business, right? But outside of that, you put your phone. Could you name me one game outside of that, right? Now we can give you. That's a huge game outside of that. Gears of Forza and Halo. You can't. Well, I think Sea of Thieves okay. Fine. It may be your game, but is Sea of Thieves on the same level as Gears and Forza and Halo? Now, some people will be arguing and say that The Last of Us, what I think is a bigger franchise than Uncharted. You know what I mean? So instead of, also besides Naughty Dog giving you the Uncharted, they took 10 people and started them on The Last of Us franchise. And we can see, and again, this argument said that some people say that The Last of Us is a bigger goddamn game than the Uncharted series. You know what I mean? That's all that I'm saying. But that's
do y'all want Sony Santa Monica to make another God of War or a new IP next?
Prefer both.
I would prefer both. I mean, but here's the thing too. To be fair, the turnaround for the next God of War is going to be a lot sooner because they're using the same assets. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. But
they're using it. And again, I'm just a fan of I don't know what they make. I really know them for the God of War series, But long as given the same level of detail and craft as a God of War, I would have a great game is a great game. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna say this: the problem with Santa Monica, they use them to help other studios with the smaller games, man, which I don't like. I'd rather have them treat them like Naughty Dog, have two main studios, and yes, make another franchise outside of God of War. But the problem is, they support little projects, which sucks. Like sometimes you see games out there, indies and shit like that, and Santa Monica's like the co-developer.
Yep.
And then Sony publishes. Like let me look up some of the games they co-develop, and I think that's what interferes them from me personally. I would like Santa Monica to also have another big new franchise, because that's what we really want. That's the shit we really want. We want, you know.
Hey, wait, hold on, man. We gotta cut the ball, man. L Boogie. No, we gotta be honest. He said Xbox $1 billion games. He said they're $1 billion IPs because Xbox don't make anything outside of. Not true. Outside of Gears and Force and Halo, that's not true. They're $1 billion games. They're good games. You know, whether you like them or not. They, especially during 360, you know, they laid the groundwork. You know what I mean? They had they're not just $1 billion games because that's all they make is, you know what I mean? Those are, shit, look how long Mario been around. Mario's not $1 billion. It probably is now, but they don't generate billions of dollars and shit. You know what I mean? They're good games and they have what you call a cult following, people that pay into those games, the weapons, the skins, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Regardless.
So here's some of the code projects they did. Start at the start of the generation. Obviously, they did God of War, Santa Monica, right? But they also co-developed Here They Lie, which is a VR game. Bound, another PlayStation 4 VR game. Fat Princess Adventures for PS4. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. They co-developed it. God of War Remastered. They helped co-develop Order 1806. I didn't even know that. So they helped Ready at Dawn with that. Ho Ho Come. I don't even know what the fuck that is. They helped co-develop God of War Ascension, which is 2013. So you see, they do all these little shit. And that to me, that takes away.
You know what? They might be looked at a different light now because, again, the other wasn't as pop. Like, the ain't gonna lie. Like, God of War, this one here, better than Uncharted, but you know, got a game of the year. Like, you know, people
put them on a new map.
Yeah, so they all that help them with other little games now.
They might be like, fuck this shit, fuck that one.
Or you know what I mean? Ain't gonna lie. Keep, so they may say go blank check. You know, go out there, motherfucker.
If I'm not mistaken, they did have a second franchise, but it got canceled.
I don't know.
Yeah, the other developer of God of War, I think God of War 3, Stig. Yeah, he had another project with Santa Monica.
You talking about my man? What's my man's name? What's the creator of that shit? What's that guy's name?
Godfrey.
Yeah.
His name is
David.
Creator God of War 3.
David Jab.
He also did Twisted Metal.
Yeah, him. I think his project got canceled or whatever, but I don't know. But you might be right. But he was working on something.
No. Santa Monica had a second project with the God of War creator of God of War 3. His name's
Is it Cory Barlog?
No, not Cory Barlog. This game.
The second dude.
The first guy. The first Cory Barlog's the second dude.
David Jaffe.
David Jaffe did the first one. He did the first.
He got Stig with
he did drawing too.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, the Stig guy.
Yeah, they had a second franchise, but it got canceled like when the PlayStation 4 came out.
Yo, like I said. Right now, Cory Barlog is like Cliff Blazinski used to be for Epic back in the day. The young hit, you know what I mean? And you know,
he's a rock star right now.
Yeah. All eyes is on them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so they're gonna have a different budget, and you know, they totally looking at. I ain't gonna lie, even down. Let me check we going with the air after this. Even down to the voice acting. I even said this earlier in the show that maybe it's because Sony is into music and into movies and stuff. Even the presentation, I know it's like such a nerd and a fanboy. I literally got fucking goosebumps. Don't leave my home.
I ain't gonna find that joint was epic,
shit,
man.
You know what I mean? And then remember the one scene again when he on the boat with his hand out riding back to the shack to go get the blades, go get his gun and shit, go get the banger from the house. You know what I mean? Like, damn. He started wrapping his arm. He started wrapping his arm up and shit like, damn, I didn't even have to put this shit back on again. These niggas got me back out in the streets. Damn. You know what I mean? I'm like, all this shit running through his head, wrapped his arms up, put the motherfucking, he retired them, put them blades back on. I was like, oh, shit.
I thought God of War 3 was ridiculous, man. This joint, man, they took this joint to another level, man. I'm like, yo, I'm just licking my chops for the new one.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what. Again, that's what I said. I don't never. I know I'm supposed to show, but I don't recall ever really like not too many games that had me emotionally invested into the character. Like Detroit did that for me too. But again, like I said, I liked the other God of Wars. I never really played God of War for the story. It was more for the action, the combos, and the hits. And then say God of War 3 was brutal as hell. You beat Hercules, you beat his face in, and you cut the other nigga legs off and killed your father. I'll play that for the brutality, but even it was brutal. I got caught up in the story. You know what I mean? I can kill anybody I want. The son and shit. Oh shit, that's Loki. You know what I mean? It was just like, you know what I mean? In the first tale that this nigga was a god, when he came back through that portal, why did it take you so long? Nigga was going for a couple weeks and shit and killed him. His son and killed all these bodies and shit. Like, oh shit, the fuck going on? This little nigga maniac. You know what I mean? That's why, you know what I mean? What's the nigga name? When the kid making name was calling nigga Daddy Daycare. Like, you don't get the fuck out of this nigga. The son is a killer. You know what I mean? The son is a stone cold killer. But ladies and gentlemen, I will be back here on tomorrow with a host, everybody's character. I'll be probably back on Porter Rock's channel tomorrow doing all types of shit. Tomorrow's, you know, you say, like they say old school in the gym, either Microsoft gonna box or throw rocks. I know right now, my man Pulpit here, Peter's gonna have some excuses. He's gonna tell me to wait till the next E3. You know what I mean? Or wait till inside Xbox. Well, see now we can judge Phil now. See right now, but Phil wasn't really the vice president of the game. He didn't become the vice president of the game until after the ink dried. They gonna have all these goddamn excuses tomorrow, man. So, but for the record, I want Microsoft to go out and have a great show just for me being a gamer because I want to see great goddamn games. You know what I mean? Now, will they do that? I don't think so. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it all the way a buck. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But we out here. Any predictions before we go? You think Microsoft will have a good show? Slim?
Hopefully, man. Ain't nothing else to watch this year.
Yeah. I'll put it like this though. How you say? Hey, they can't. I look at it like this. They can't go nowhere but up. Like they already been down.
That's the scary part. Because I think that I'll be honest. I feel bad for Microsoft because it's like running a race and somehow you end up breaking. It's like running a race by yourself and somehow you break your own leg and you can't finish. The motherfucker's like, there's no one else. You didn't even have to run.
Hey, bro.
Cool, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, it would have been better. You know what I'm saying? You have no competition. So if you fuck this up,
hey, bro, you know what
I'm saying?
Listen, bro.
We're hard place.
Hey, yo, this is so fucking clueless to the culture. Right now you're getting teased and ridiculed for not having games. Your answer is that I know E3 is coming. Release some body wash. You can let that shit go on like it ain't the time they're climbing for that shit, bro. Or just you know what? Or Xbox sad. Like, yo, what the fuck is y'all doing down there, bro?
Check this out, right? I think they're gonna have some surprises there, along with obviously the new tech. And hope it's good. You know what I'm saying?
And isn't it 2 hours?
Yeah, it's 2 hours.
You have to unveil the next Xbox then.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
because only 10 games.
14.
I mean, unless they're gonna pull a Sony and fucking have like a half.
Yeah, they're gonna have a bunch of multiple. No, they said that they're gonna have their first. Just the first. No, they said they broke a record for a strong third-party content. So you're gonna see a lot of multiplats there, of course. You know, they're gonna be there on the stage with them. I'm not.
You think they're gonna unveil the next Xbox? Like do a big reveal, or they're gonna
no, next they're gonna probably do teasers like maybe a little more than what they did for the
like the 60 second one.
You might see the motherboard. We might get some numbers.
We might see the motherboard.
yeah, we might get some numbers. But Microsoft got 2 consoles. They got the Maverick, the souped up Xbox One X, and they got the fucking behemoth. You know.
Yeah. What do you think about the souped up Xbox One X? You think that serves a purpose?
That's a lot part, right?
For the pricing, yeah. You know what I mean? If they can get that bitch for about $300. And for those ain't care about 4K, but they care about the frames. And don't play this. Here's the thing. Let me say this right. It would make sense as long as the games look graphically better on this thing right here. It look better than what's on my X. And for $300, it serves a purpose. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if I need digital foundry to break it down for me, you know what I mean? Then no.
You think that Maverick is the lower end one, right?
Yeah, the Lockhart, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Lockhart.
Yeah.
Lockhart's the lower end.
Yeah.
So what if the Lockhart is diskless, meaning digital only, and then the main one has the disk drive?
That could be an option too, but
you think that's possible? Like $300, no disk drive.
Nah, they ain't gonna take $200. Well, I'm saying $350, $300. Again, put around because not to get Texas, it has to come down to the games look better graphically. You understand what I'm saying?
But $300, that's not bad. Though.
No, it's not. But again, but if you wanted $300 for quote unquote for a new for a next a ridiculous console for a next generation console, but I can't tell the difference visually, graphically. What between this and that. It's a fucking fail. They got to look better graphically on this box. I can't do it with older hardware. If not, I don't know why the fuck are they doing it.
Well, they have Ryzen now. That alone is like
that's for the CPU.
Monumental boost over a Jaguar. Jaguar's dog shit.
Yeah, but most games now are made with the GPU. Yeah. Not the this not only GPU. Most engines are GPU.
It only took 10 years for D-Batch to get it right.
Damn. I think most people, at least from what they be saying, they care more about frames than visual.
But bro, let me tell you something.
I think that's the hardcore. The
let me tell you some real shit, bro. I'm gonna say this last statement. Hardcore does. I'm gonna close the show with this. To me, when console gamers started arguing about frames and resolution, and I can't tell between 980p, 1080p upscale. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit here, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, the only games casuals will know frame is a sports game. That's the only games they notice. Games. And maybe first-person shooters. Yeah, first-person shooters. That's the only games they notice.
Yeah.
Like fucking, I remember Madden for PS3, the first one, that shit was at 30 frames.
Yeah,
All the casuals is like, what's wrong with this game? This game is all fucked up. They noticed it.
It moves slow
as hell. No, that shit was bad.
Hey, yo, I noticed. I know.
Madden?
Hey, bro.
I think it was Madden 2007.
Let me tell you something. That's why I never got into Destiny, because I was playing Battlefield and Gears, and that shit was moving so fast that I hopped on Delhi. This shit moving slow as hell. Like, hold up. Like, I was like in the Matrix. Like, oh, this shit moves slow. I can definitely tell the difference then. When I was playing for a shooter that's at 60 frames, and then when I hopped on Destiny, I said, oh, man, I don't really like shooters like that. You know what I mean? Like, this shit moving slow as hell. Like, ew. This shit moves like doo-doo. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back on this bitch tomorrow, man. Remember your grandmother got a fat ass? Give her my number. We out here. Say, hold on. I got to cut my camera. I got a new contraption here.
Yo, Porter, right? You getting Madden 20?
What's up?
You getting Madden 20?
Yeah, on PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm calling you out.
Oh shit! I'm down, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm down.